Okay, welcome back to Star Wars Galactic Warfare here. We got another part. We're going to try. Um, there's another map called Y Wing Hidden Base. I hope this works. I think it's based off of Yavin, but I've got no idea. Okay. We're gonna. Well, since it's the Rebels, I'm gonna go Rebels and. Oh no. Change the team. Rebel Alliance. Spec Ops. There we go. Oh, that's a cool base over there. The hell? Oh, this is more like Halo, ain't it? Cool skybox. Yeah, they got their fucking their Mayan temple out here. See, Star Wars did take a lot of influence from Mayan temples and other Jedi shit, Christianity, Hinduism, other things like that. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat to learn about. Like they took from all over the world because it's like, yeah, well, all these different religions and people coexist, so why the fuck not? You make an alien world feel even more authentic because now you've added all these different cultures getting along or not getting along or this or that. That feels believable because that happens in real life to some extent. Meanwhile, the way Disney tends to treat it does not feel believable because it's just some 20-year-old girl who always is very silent, very angry, constantly, seemingly just powerful. Not really. You don't know much about this person. They're just. I'm so deep, and this is for this is so emotional. This is I'm a 14-year-old girl who's edgy and emo. Oh yeah, also heavily autistic. Like it's not even stoicism or nothing. Like Lobot or something. Or just this character looks cool or nothing. Nah, there's nothing to it other than just this person is woman. Like if the woman was hot, well hey, if she doesn't have very much personality like Darth Talon or Juno or Ayla Secura, well, fine by me. Not interested, but I could understand that at the very least. Blue does not happen to be my color, nor does red. Well, blue and red do seem to be the colors that are shown in this, so I actually... Let's try grenades. Blue and red are not my colors. That's right, see? That's a kill. That's me getting killed. Fuck. They sent out the one-shot sniper. Alright, let's fuck around with over here. I hope that doesn't hit me. I guess we're in Halo land now. Oh, it did fucking hit me. Direct hit it right on me, Just make that real convenient. So there are a few custom maps. It would be nice to see more Star Wars custom maps like this. We'll set the bomb in. Bombers inbound. I love that so much. That's so cool. Airstrikes incoming. See, that's the kind of shit that Call of Duty is fucking missing. Give me, like, Alien Warfare. Give me Star Wars Warfare. I'll give you... I'll give you $50 for it. If you have content. If you don't, I'll give you 10. For Galactic Warfare, if it was like an official game with like, good graphics and it ran on an actual computer released this decade, as to say, not requiring a NASA computer, it's well optimized, looks good, runs good, made for actual, affordable computers that people could feasibly own. Works on Windows 10, works on Linux, whatever else. Has about, even if it doesn't have a campaign, I'd be fine if it just works offline, has a lot of multiplayer modes. Because the problem I had with 2015 Star Wars Battlefront wasn't that they removed the campaign, it's that they had these missions, but they didn't have very many of them. And what they replaced it with was like 4 fucking maps. 4. They have 4 maps. And then by the time they added more, they were all locked behind DLC. So they made a game with no content that gatekeeps itself multiple times. The game died in like a week because nobody wanted to play that shit, and nobody wanted to buy overhyped, overpriced DLC that only looked pretty but was a basically substanceless, substanceless trash. In other words, it was lacking any kind of merit, any integrity, especially with the second game, because they straight up said they wouldn't sell the star cards, and then they fucking sold them for $30 with booster packs. They fucking lied. So, that's totally fraud. 100%. But I couldn't fight that in a court of law because they're fucking EA. They got more lawyers than fucking donuts at... Fucking hell, hold on. Than cops at a fucking Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Let's duck. We'll get some donuts here at the 501st, yeah. Goodbye. These guys don't stop coming in. I'm one with the Force is with me. There we go. Just had to end it there. But, oh cool, this is copy-pasted model. Can I kill him with the space pistol? No, I cannot. Let's go... no, not that one. Go assault. Thank you. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I just started realizing I haven't been able to call in any kill streaks, even though I just went on a massive killing spree. Cool fountain in here. Is that a satellite? No, it's a fountain. Okay. This does remind me of the leaked Battlefront 3 Yavin map a little bit, the middle section. Shoot to kill. Headshot. Oh fuck, they're coming right at me. Yeah, the probe droid isn't, or the Viper droid isn't on here anyway. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. You're dead. I'm gonna go as the Empire. Going as the men of the Imperial forces. All suspects are guilty. Period. Otherwise, they wouldn't be suspects, now would they? I love that. Just the cops parody, called Troops, where they have Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen in, like, domestic dispute. The opening as, like, Boba Fett, they're beating the hell out of Jawas on Tatooine. That was made by a few Canadians. That's pretty fun. Alright. I think they're back here again. Alright, what's back here? It's a big palm tree. I like the palm tree. It's kind of like what I was saying with, like, the you know, oil painting thing is... This kind of looks like an oil painting. There's a bunch of grooves in the damn tree, so it's easier on the eyes, as opposed to just flat colors, where flat colors really screw with my eyes, because it's hard to see, you know, anything, because there's nothing there, and my brain is always expecting there to be something, and when there's not, it really hurts to look at. Especially, it's why I don't like the light mode in a lot of UIs. The dark mode is like the only tolerable one. It's not good, but I mean, it's better than the light mode anyway. Oh, there's not much back here. Some polygonal fucking hills, and the mini-map turns into swamp nuts. Just big fucking lines. Turns into Shrek's cocaine. Oh, I fucking sniped this sniper better than he could snipe me. Nice. Range on this fucking thing is obscene. I love it. This is the best sniper rifle in the entire fucking game. The light machine gun. Nice. We got him. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Get on top of this shit. I can't go prone, unfortunately. I fell from like a height of five fucking inches. That's maybe 2 feet there. Tops. Yeah, fucking 2 feet. I've just broken both of my legs. He's in the walls. It's a thick wall. I can't fucking shoot through it. Oh, well, it's because he's over there. That makes sense. I think what would help this map is if there was, like, some lighting in this, because I can't see shit in here. Couple that with, like, some more landmarks. This looks like an early, rough, unfinished prototype. Functionally, it's okay, but it does not look good. It looks like, you know, Halo as well clearly was more influential in the making of this, but that is something I miss about these, like, old 2010 video game skyboxes, like that shit, you see? That looks very pretty. That's the kind of thing I want to have as a fucking wallpaper. Not the geometry here, just that skybox. I would love to have that fucking Halo Mass Effect looking ass skybox they got over there. Because a lot of that shit looked like a painting, or looked like some fucking art. Or like a, you know, crazy sci-fi movie. The whole Mass Effect look. Really awesome. Mass Effect 3 was probably my favorite one of those games. Just because they got to the good shit a lot quicker, and you were actually doing something that was more more grand. The Reapers were really, really intimidating. Obviously, nobody likes the ending, but I didn't really give a shit. I liked being an asshole in that game, so the ending was fine by me. Because, you know, if I'm going to always be an asshole in these games, I don't particularly care if the ending sucks and I get the bad ending. I think I got the bad ending in all the games anyway, so punching reporters and other fun shit like that was always just funny to do. If I play RPGs, I almost always play as an evil dick because that's the only path they decided to write that was any good. Being good in the games is often very boring, and it's what I don't like about like Skyrim. It's not entertaining to be a good guy in RPGs, which is often why I don't like Japanese ones. Say with the exception of like, you know, Metal Gear Solid 5, that was a pretty good one. It had a lot of RPG like elements, I'm sure, especially with like the gun stuff, but not very many choices. You had some party mechanics, you could bring a companion with you. That was fun. But, you know, most people wouldn't call that an RPG. You certainly had a lot of rocket launchers. I guess they'd call that a fucking RPG. But the thing I liked about it was, hey, you get all this creative and imaginative shit in a big dumb sandbox game that's like Call of Duty without any of the limits. Fuck yeah. Maybe the intro isn't so good, but once you get out to the open world, you start amassing your forces and kidnapping people en masse. That's pretty good. The amount of ways I could kill a bad guy, complete an objective, or something like that was very entertaining. Couple that with the game just having like an actually decent story for once that, yeah, still admittedly evolves into weird, nonsensical paranoia about society that doesn't seem to be very specifically stated. Like, I think the thing where he talks about how they put on a mask and hide their problems, swallow their sorrow, and don't use their words, Xbox Live lobbies not being fucking populated, and the world becoming, you know, invaded by aliens, diseases, and all kinds of shit. Yeah. If the current state of society is the result of a hostile alien invasion by parasitic skull people, I would not be surprised. Always fun to play video games made by this shit when they were predicting the future. At least Metal Gear Solid 5 correctly predicted it, but for different reasons. I will terminate the English language. It's true. That's the way they think in AAA gaming. That shit doesn't work because it's a video game. You would like to think it wouldn't work, or you'd like to think it would work if you're a big business, but the practicality of it just never works that way. The internet infrastructure isn't there for so much of the world. This stuff cannot effectively take over. It can be inconvenient as shit, and that's all it's ever going to amount to. But when they're done being inconvenient, they'll eventually need to realize they need to make money, because this shit gets tired in like 2 years, and you start seeing army games come back then. Well, don't be surprised if 2026 starts having more like Xbox 360 games, or 2027 they correct course back to, you know, get dudes back in the main spotlight. It's not that you had to make games for dudes, or that this kind of Call of Duty stuff is only for men. No, it was made by men, but that doesn't mean it's for men. It's for anybody who's an adult. It's for people who want a fucking working video game. I've known people who are women who play Far Cry 3. That's a very, very, what they would call very manly video game by comparison. You don't need to be a man to play fucking Call of Duty. Plus, if you're a woman, you'd probably like the way these characters look, right? Anyway, that's enough of that. Thanks for watching.